Good girl. I love you. I love you so much. Yeah, but with your new friend.
So, first day of daycare. Mama's not taking it well, but Mommy's got to go to school today and go and teach some other kids. So Daddy is taking Hadley to daycare because Daddy has to work too. So it's a big week this week for the bits with the Brits.
I love you so much, and you just threw up.
Again? So it's back to school today, and I have little man who's a little bit nervous for his first day of school, and then I got Hadley as well, but they're gonna have absolute blast. Are you excited, buddy? Hey, huh? We can't hear you. You're a little bit nervous, but you're gonna have fun. Show them your new backpack. What's on it?
Like a microraptor.
A microraptor?
Yeah. Daddy, what dinosaur is this?
It looks like a
And
T-Rex.
also, why do I have a pair of underpants?
I don't know.
Why would I want a pair of underpants?
I don't know. Right, you ready? Say goodbye to everyone.
I want underwear.
So we are pulling in to drop Hadley off for her first day too, and it's emotional. So she's gonna go to daycare because Kylie's started back at school, and Leyton's first day too. So here we go. So here she is. Hi. Yeah. You excited? And there's little man. Not so excited. Are we ready? Should we go in? Uh-huh. Okay. Come on. Okay. So that's one gone. And now it's time for this little monster. So, whew. Gonna have a quiet one, quiet house this week. All right, so we are at school, and Leyton's had his uniform. Show me your uniform. Whoa! You ready? Let's go. Here we go. So we just dropped Leyton off at his classroom, and now I'm heading to the gym for chapel, and then we will meet up with the kids afterwards. So I just left Leyton at school, and to say it was possibly one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. He was crying and held on to me and didn't want me to go, and yeah, it was extremely difficult. I didn't think I would get emotional dropping him off at school, but not ashamed to say that I did when I left, because he really didn't want me to go. He was holding on to me, and when are you coming back? And but I know he's in the right place, and he's going to have a lot of fun and learn a lot of new things. So back to work now, and then I'll go and pick him up this afternoon.
Hey guys, welcome back to BRIT with the BRIT. Okay, just wanted to update you since it's been a little while. Life has been crazy with this one and her brother. I just finished my second week back to school, first full week with students, and I am exhausted. The first full week back with kids is always exhausting and it's tough, but I think this year especially it's been even harder. Last year was just crazy, as you guys know, with the pandemic and COVID in the world, and quarantining in and out of school. Luckily I made it through the whole school year unaffected and healthy, so this little Trick came into the world healthy, because that was a big deal for me. It's just to, try to stay as healthy as possible, because I was pregnant the whole last year. So yeah, I haven't been back to teaching since last March, and last 2 weeks ago we had a week full of meetings and in-services, and then we had like a short 2-hour day on that Friday, and then this past week has been my first full week back with students, and it's been bittersweet because I missed my students. I missed them, and I miss seeing their faces, and they've been so great and like just so resilient, but it's been really hard to leave my baby. And I know that she's in good hands and her daycare is wonderful and they send me updates, but she's a piece of me. And it's still hard to leave Leyton every year after I go back, being home with him every summer, but it's a little bit easier because he's older and he started kindergarten and he's loving it, but it's been really tough to leave Hadley. And I thought it would be easier, but I was wrong. The first day I cried a lot, and I'm really thankful for my coworkers and my administrative team because they've just been so great and so supportive. And even my students, my students have asked about her, and the ones from last year, it's so funny, because I left in March, and they'll see me in the hallway and they'll be like, oh, hey, Miss Abbott, Miss Abbott, Miss Abbott, and they run up to me and they hug me or they high-five me, and it's just so sweet, to see all those kids that I didn't, 2 years in a row, I didn't really get closure with them because of leaving early to have, finishing the school year early to have the baby. And I did go back for graduation, so I saw a lot of my kids graduate, but yeah, so it's been really sweet. They've been really supportive, but it's been hard. It's been tough, and I'm still nursing, so I have to pump when I'm at school, and that's taxing, and it's very lonely. I feel very isolated and very alone having to do that, and I know it's the right thing for us and the right thing for for Hadley, and I don't necessarily want to say it's like a sacrifice, because it's not a sacrifice, but there's a lot of guilt. There's a lot of mom guilt of like, I need to do this for my baby, and then I've got this teacher guilt of, excuse you, speaking of milk. Oh, I see I have it on my shirt here too. Pause real quick. How cute is this necklace? It's an L and an H and then a little heart. Dan got that for me for our anniversary. It's super cute. But yeah, it's just a lot of guilt. There's this teacher guilt of, I have to step out of my classroom for 20, 25 minutes to go pump. And this mom guilt of like, it's the best thing for her. And, and then getting home every night and wanting to be with her and wanting to be with Leyton and dividing up that time, but also being exhausted from school and like just wanting 30 minutes alone by myself to not talk to anybody and not hear Miss Abbott, Miss Abbott, Miss Abbott, Miss Abbott, and and then I come home and it's mommy, 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 mommy. And I'm not trying to, I don't want to sound ungrateful, and I'm not trying to be whiny, and I love being a mom and I love being a teacher, but the need for me is sometimes physically, mentally, emotionally draining, exhausting. So just trying to find the balance at all. And Leyton's playing soccer again, so we've got soccer on Thursday nights, and Dan is coaching a team, so he coaches on Mondays and Thursdays, and then he's got a commitment on Tuesday nights. And so it's just like, with Dan, I feel like we're two ships passing in the night right now. And we did get to go out to dinner the other night, and we talked about how this is a season, and the season will pass, and someday we're gonna miss it. But I'm sorry for all the tears. I'm a crier. You guys know that, but it's just been really tough. Being a working mom is really hard, and it's like, there's just so much guilt, and am I doing the right thing, and am I making the right choices, and am I being a good mom, am I being a good wife, am I being a good teacher? One of the lessons, one of the first activities that we did, back to school, get to know you type stuff, is this thing called a 6-word memoir, and it's 6 words, and they can be 6 words put together to make a sentence. They can be 6 random words, but think about, a time in your life or a time right now, or what's 6 words that you could write to, represent you or have be your memoir. And the kids or my students all made theirs, and they were like, oh, Miss Abbott, what's yours? What would you write down? And I hadn't really given it much thought. So I thought, and I was like, okay, well, who am I? What's important to me right now? And so I ended up with, here's my 6-word memoir. I ended up with wife, mom, teacher. Where is Kylie? Because those are the 3 hats that I seem to be wearing right now. But somewhere under all of that is me, and I'm still trying to figure out kind of where I fit in with all of that, and where's Kylie and what's important to her, and you know, doing some things for myself, like playing tennis and having that massage the other day, self-care, and you know, just trying to remember that she's under all of those things too, and not to forget about her, because that's important. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, working moms, it's hard, it's tough. Stay-at-home moms, that's so hard and tough too. I mean, you know, I've never been a stay-at-home mom, but through the pandemic and just maternity leave, like, it's challenging. Parenthood is challenging. You know, and like I said, we're in a season right now, and it's a tough season, and it's go, 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 go all the time. And then, you know, on the weekend, it's like we want to relax, but we've got soccer games and we gotta go grocery shopping. And, you know, someday I'll look back and I will miss all of this, but it's definitely been challenging and it's been tough. But I'm thankful for supportive people in my life and my tribe and my hubby for driving the kids to school and picking them up. And he's, you know, taking on a lot. Oh, really? You know, he's taken on a lot of that responsibility just because he is working from home and his schedule's a tiny bit more flexible than mine, and so, you know, I'm grateful for that. But yeah, it's been a wild ride these last 2 weeks, and I know that we'll figure out our groove and we'll find our new normal, but right now I definitely just feel like we're Oh, really? Okay. Are you telling mommy to wrap it up? All right, point taken.